Hello, everyone. My name's Chachi. That is Tom, and welcome back to In Our Humble Opinion. We're going over Week 3 of the NFL. Tom, any thoughts on the Packers and the Browns? A surprising outcome: the Browns beat the Packers 13-10. It's on your screen. I'll let Tom go because this one's a little more surprising than the outcome of the Ravens game. Because the Lions could have won. So, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. Hacking. The man. All right. So there's a lot to get into on this one. I'm going to take a super calm stance, though.
Fair. It's early. It's very early in the season.
Yeah, but also, I think one thing that mainstream Packer fans gotta understand is sometimes too. Hey, look, the Browns defense is
Legit, yes, they are. They're really good.
They and Green Bay needed to get punched in the mouth.
Dude, they got like 3 levels of greatness too. They got a lot of good players, and they're fast.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start though. Number one, our offensive line, man, you can't be that soft. That's just what dude. Everyone. It starts there. You establish the line of scrimmage, that game's over.
True.
You out physical the Browns, you win.
Mm-hmm.
They came ready to kick your ass. You decided not to. And there's a couple of guys, Jordan Morgan, man. I'm sure he's tired of his name being in the. He's kind of the whippet boy right now, but for real, his tape's bad. Something ain't right. He's got to be more confident. Last year, he was way better, more physical. He's more of a finesse player, but that's what's going to happen. Guys are just going to, D-linemen are just going to tee off on you,
Yep.
I just thought, they just had a rough go. I don't know what offensive line, there's that one clip where Myles Garrett, he didn't do anything and it was a boot action. And he was barely touched. And one of the guys goes, "Look out, Jordan. Jordan."
Yeah.
And you're just like, guys, for real, how did nobody touch him? He went between 2 dudes.
I know, I like how his teammate was like, "What?" He's like, that happened? He's like, "Yeah." Because he thought he was bullshitting him. He was like, "What?" He was like laughing, like, "Oh, he's joking." And he was like, "No, he really did that." Like Myles Garrett wasn't even like bragging. He was just like, "No, that man actually yelled that." Didn't you see him? He was like, "No, he really said that." Like,
I think what was really aggravating. So the offensive line is playing terrible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that does I don't care what fans think.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't Madden. When they're playing as bad as they are, it's hard to do anything. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I know from our game. Let me tell you, if we didn't have Lamar, it would have been 13 sacks.
Yeah, especially when you don't have Lamar. We have Jordan Love. He's not exactly, he can move, but he's not, he's not, winning any races. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, couldn't establish a run, couldn't establish anything. So now I'm going to, though, get on play calling and honestly just the game plan. This is one of those LaFleur losses that I scratch my head with because I just feel like they played to beat, they played not to lose and they lost. Just the constant, I'm going to keep pounding it down the middle. And it's like, dude, they were doing well, doing RPOs, throwing the quick screens, loosening their defense up. And they kind of got away from it. Early on, I was like, this is great. Love was hitting some big third down throws, and I'm like, hey, this looks good. We can do this. You might have to dink and dunk it, but okay. Now it's over. And I rewatched the game a little bit. Yes, the Browns made an adjustment. They started getting really tight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when Green Bay barely took any shots down the field. And I get some of this Love didn't have time, but You're telling me you can't do like a slot fade like they did with Golden, right? And he caught it. Golden, the momentum kind of took him out of bounds, but damn, man, that was a hell of a throw by Love. Like, it's just like everything felt so out of whack. The penalties again got him. So penalties have plagued this team for 3 years now.
Yep.
I don't know when these young guys are going to figure it out, especially the pre-snap BS. Like, if you can't figure that out, you're never winning a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of it. It's like, dude, you guys, like, you played in the league 3 years now. Like, give me a break. Like, this isn't, like, there's some level of, like, it's just enough's enough. Like, you either can do it or you can't.
Yeah.
In that regards to that. And I'm starting to get in the camp of some of these guys just ain't going to figure it out.
No, I thought, from what I saw, I thought the same thing. I watched that game too. I got to see some of it during when it live, but it was actually on. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I thought they had the game. Before the kick was blocked for Green Bay, I was like, okay, they're gonna win. They're in good shape. They're gonna make this field goal.
Yeah.
And then it got blocked. And the thing I will say about that Browns team is if they ever do get a quarterback, they're gonna be tough, or an offense, semblance of an offense, because that defense does not quit, and they are tough. They are they'll battle you to the end. So I know their coach isn't a bad coach, because that team will fight you tooth and nail. And like Tom said, you got to give them this too. They play like old school, like man to man. But that's why, like Tom said, you have to throw like RPOs and stuff to slow them down, because if they get rolling, you have no shot, because they'll just beat you up. Their three corners are crazy. They have really good secondary. Delpit's underrated. He's kind of a solid player. I mean, nothing really to say about. And that line, Graham's was a great pick. Miles everyone knows how good he is. Their D-line's really good. They're hard to deal with sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm saying even when it's still the modern NFL. You're going to score points, but in this era, they're about as good as you're going to get as the Packers too. That's why it was a very low-scoring game right now. It was actually fun. It was fun to watch from the standpoint of like the defensive teams both teams' defenses were really good. I will say that. Joe's kind of just there to fill in. I'm like, I mean, he played like he always did. I love Joe. We're getting old, but again, like Tom said, the thing with Joe, you never want to give him the ball at the end, even at how he is now. He's always makes a play. I give him that.
Couple more things though I do want to talk about.
He's a statue though.
Number one, that field goal block, bro. Dude. So I think.
Oh, can I say one more thing before you go? I just want to give credit, because I love my corners. Honestly, Guy don't get enough credit, because I think he's like one of the most solid ones, because we always give it to guys that just like hold a lot. But Denzel Ward's one of the best corners. He just doesn't run his mouth, so no one knows who he is a lot. And he plays for the Browns. It's not his fault, but he's really good. He's really good. He really is. But go ahead, Tom. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, man. Well, number one, too. Any Packer fan that thought this was going to be a cakewalk didn't watch the game against the Ravens.
No.
Browns had them 10-7 in the third quarter. Just saying. And the Browns' offense just came off the rails.
Fumbles. Yep, they turned the ball over.
Yeah. So everybody needs to. Again, the mighty Ravens' offense was shut down too.
Yeah, they're good. They're legitimately good.
Yeah, if you watch. So you see why LaFleur was concerned, right? A little scared. But then I think special teams in Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know what it is, Josh. I mean, we can't get special teams right in that city. I'm so tired of it. Like, I don't understand how we can't even execute a field goal. Like, that's, like, blocking up front, man. I mean, Jordan Morgan got completely annihilated. Like, and John Kuhn, they said on the radio broadcast, the one they made, they go, he's going to get this blocked. They're going to, if they don't fix, like, the protection.
Oh, he called it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said it the one before. And I'm like, so he can see it. Why can't Rich see it?
Sometimes coaches.
Yeah, I mean, you just get to a point. It's like it's always something, and I just don't get it. Right? Like, it shouldn't always be something. Like that should be field goals should be automatic. Like I don't understand how that happens.
No, yeah, it wasn't a far field goal. They had it set up perfectly. That should have been yeah.
And then the Love interception. I think Packer fans need to realize that Love is who he is, right? He has progressed. He's actually pretty darn good.
He's pretty good.
I think he's a top 10-ish quarterback at the bottom 10.
You said
if he's playing elite.
Tom, you said it though. They made Lamar look like pedestrian. They're good. I'm tired of everyone not giving that team their love, man. And you're gonna make mistakes sometimes against a good
Jordan
team.
Love has the same numbers that Aaron Rodgers had at this point in his career.
Yep. No, fair. 100% fair.
And actually, he has better numbers, which is kind of wild to think, right?
Yep.
I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers was talented. Yes. I'm just saying on the development track, you can't sit there and go, he's terrible. He's not. They were hurting for wide receivers. Tucker Kraft got hurt. They had to keep him blocking the whole game because they had to have 3 people on Myles Garrett and nobody else because they couldn't block anybody.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, again, that's what happens. And I see where LaFleur, while I'm going to get on him for, just playing to lose kind of mentality, I also understand the perspective of, man, these guys ain't going to show up. And they needed an ass kicking because I think they were reading the news clippings. I mean, Rasheed Walker came out and he's like, oh, yeah, we can go undefeated. Dude, shut up. You never say that. No, like, how dumb are you, man? Guys, stop reading the headlines. It's early. All these teams are competitive. Yeah. They're fighting for wins. First quarter of the year is annoying. I hope to God this is a wake up and they put 40 on Dallas.
Oh, I'm gonna get into it with the Ravens because I also think everyone's being a little crazy with them, and I'll get into that. But go
ahead. No, it's just that's all I gotta say about the Packers, man. You know what? That they needed. That's unfortunately one of those LaFleur losses every year, where they just look like they get their ass kicked to a team they just shouldn't. And a true championship team. So the thing I don't want to hear from Packer fans or any of the Packers is right now, you are not a Super Bowl contender until you prove me otherwise. Seriously, Super Bowl contenders don't do that stuff. Just being really honest.
I'm sure.
Go watch the Philly game.
They got the win, yeah. They do.
You find ways to win that crap. There's no reason you would lose to that bad. You know what? No offense to the Browns. Your offense is so putrid. It's bad.
It's bad.
I feel bad for Joe because they have no one to throw to.
They don't.
It's literally Njoku. Judy's okay.
Fannin solid too.
Dude, Judkins is okay, but he's so young and you just see the dumb mistakes he makes. Dude, that's a bad offense.
It is.
A really good coach that can, you know what? That game plan was genius. And Green Bay played right into their hands. That's what, and you can't tell me LaFleur didn't know that's what they were trying to do. And it's just
dude, you could see why.
Wasted a championship defense performance.
Yep.
The Packers defense gave up 3.
Yep.
And you're just are you kidding me? So hopefully that humbles that team of you better get on your P's and Q's, man. Do it.
Yep.
And enough with the nonsense. Stop being, I think you heard it. Tucker Kraft really was outspoken. I mean, I'm going to be a little fired up because, man, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
You either start doing it or you will be out of the playoffs early.
No.
Because you're not, because you do that stuff, you're not good enough.
No, true.
It's just not. And I don't, like I said, I don't get it.
Yep.
And that offensive line, man, please, for the love of God, pick it up. You're so much better than that. It's so embarrassing to just watch you guys get, every play on film. It's one guy's getting 2 yards in the backfield. Just getting absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
have a little bit of pride. I just don't. Yeah, that stuff. Green Bay's offensive line's too good. That's what's sad. Like the Ravens, there's a couple guys that they were very questionable to begin with. So like,
Yeah. They knew what
I
they were.
won't sit. When they play when those guys play bad, it's like, yeah, this is kind of what we know.
Well, yeah.
Packers actually have.
The Ravens put that into the season. That's on them. That's not why they're losing either. As bad as they've played, we're gonna get into that in a second. It's that defense needs to pick it the hell up because they're ridiculously bad. It's not good.
But,
Jared Goff could have signed up.
Your last point though, it's early, man.
It is. It is, and that's gonna be my overarching
Browns
point.
are desperate for a win.
The Ravens did this last year. They were 0-2. They lost to the damn Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders.
Sorry, call them Oakland. That's what they should be. They're not Las Vegas.
But everybody's like, what the? They were like, oh my god, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, then they won. And then by the end of the year, it was like, oh my god, they're winning the Super Bowl. And I'm like, they still make bad decisions in the middle of games, which I'm going to get into. Like, they just make no sense sometimes. But I think what Tom said is true. I think his team's going to be fine. I think like he said, this might be a really good wake-up call. Also, they're not peaking too early, which you never want to do either. So, you can improve, which is nice. And the Browns need to get a little respect on defense, at least, because, like Tom's saying, they're legit. Because that kept them in that game, because God knows, if they had it, if not, they would have lost by 40. If they
Josh, that pick kept them in the game.
Yeah, it was over.
I'm telling you, that was just...
Their offense is so bad, they can't even... They can't move.
No offense to Jordan Love, that was a dumb fucking play.
And that should prove to you how good. That should prove to you how good the Packers' defense is too. That was a terrible offense, and they made them look even worse. The Browns. So I'm saying the Browns. The Packers made the Browns.
I mean, that defense is on the field too much to hold that game too. Just like I said, the Jordan Love that was a killer, man. Like that one. If he honestly threw an incompletion, the Packers win.
Yeah. No, they do. They do.
But let's move on.
Okay, let's go to the Ravens at the Lions at the Ravens. The Lions won 38-30 at the bank in the black jerseys. Wow, that's big time, guys. That's terrible. But you want to go, Tom? Or you want me to go?
I can go.
Go ahead.
I can be quick. I mean, number one, normally Lamar. He's pretty good against the NFC, so that's a shocking result. But remember when I said week 1 the Lions will be fine?
Yeah. Yep.
That's not a team I would count out at all. They kind of that was one of those thank you NFL schedule for putting us at, even though I'm not going to defend any of these teams. Green Bay's gotten the shaft for the past 8 years not having a home opener.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Ravens schedule.
Number one, I mean, the Ravens just, I don't understand. You just wonder sometimes, like, hey, is the hardball message gotten old?
Seriously.
Seriously. I think Zach Orr is a really good coordinator. I think there's a lot of players that ain't stepping up. It's just on the front. You watch film, and there's even sometimes, I don't know, man, there's just not an energy there.
Yeah.
I don't know what their deal is. It's like they need someone to energize them. And I don't see it. They don't play with an urgency. I don't know if that's because Hamilton's still out.
No, he's in. He was playing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Lions, I mean, it starts with pressure. I mean, my dad and I were talking about this, and he's just like, I just don't understand how, teams like Philadelphia, they constantly make trades or they sign guys. And I was like, well, I think one thing with the Ravens, we talk about the cap all the time, and they're a smaller market team. The cap is what levels the field, but the field still is skewed towards large market teams because a lot of the contracts now are guaranteed. Guaranteed means you need to have cash on hand.
Yep.
That's how you get yourself out of cap problems, right?
True.
So they will front load stuff. So then these 4-year deals actually are 2. Because they realize, hey, I have that space now, but I can pay the cash up front and just move on. I think the Ravens have run into some issues of kicking cans down the road.
Yeah. Not true.
But they're not playing complimentary football, and it's truly just on Lamar to save the team. And Offensively they're doing it. I mean, I agree. Like sometimes the play calling's wacky, but honestly, Josh,
They're
you're
averaging
scoring
30
points.
games. Yeah,
You're scoring
yeah.
30 points a game or more. Like this ain't an offensive problem. If that defense doesn't figure it out.
Oh, did you see the stat with Lamar where he's the only quarter?
Maybe this week will help them because sometimes being backed in a corner in the NFL is what you need.
Well, if you look at it objectively,
dude, I will say this: being 1-3, that's going to be a tough road to recover from. And you played Buffalo and Kansas City, who will most likely be in the picture.
Well, here's the thing.
No
Buffalo. Here's the thing with Buffalo.
And the Ravens can still make the wild card. It's a tough hole to win a division.
Here's the thing with Buffalo. I think you can win in Buffalo. I know they haven't in the playoffs, and everyone's going to say they can't. You had that game. That's fine. The thing with Kansas City, I think you can make your team feel a lot better if you go in there and win, because that is a place you have not won at. If you win this game, I feel like 2-2 is not bad, and you're feeling good about you, because you should have beat Buffalo. I'm tired of the Bills. Bills fans, y'all really want to brag about that win? You played like crap. Okay, that isn't a pride thing. You're not throwing yourself back into that game. Look how bad we look. You really almost lost to that team at home. That team. That's it. That's like you got us without Likely and Ricard. Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Josh, the Bills let the Dolphins give them a fight. I'm just saying. I think the Bills are.
And I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, you guys aren't world beaters. All right, let's relax. You got a lot of holes.
Their defense has about as many problems as yours.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, guys, and Tom. Look, if you go 2-2 and you somehow beat Kansas City in their house, I'll be like, hey, listen. The thing with Kansas City now, what Tom's saying about Kansas City is really concerning, because the Chargers already beat them, and the Chargers have 3 division wins already. If you get down 1-3, you probably ain't winning your division, because they don't even need the game against you now. They're like, we already beat them once. We're good. We got one of the tiebreakers, So it's house money for them. So this is real big for them. That's why I do think they might win. I would go with Kansas City if I was a betting man, just because I feel like you're in desperate mode. But Ravens, you gotta show me some heart. You come out here and win, I think you're back with house money and not too down, because then you start getting some of the easier games. The NFL gave them a tough start to the schedule. I thought they could go 2-2, or just not in this order how they're losing them, or 3-1 at best scenario. I didn't think they were going out of this unscathed. Okay, I even thought there was a possibility right now where they could be 1-3. So we'll see how that goes. That was worst case. But we'll see. It's hard. That was a hard setup. But like Tom said, can't bitch. You're a good team. You get hard schedules. That's just how it works. Buffalo, you can't even get on Buffalo. They have a bad division. That's not their fault. Okay. And I don't want to make it sound like I love Josh Allen, and I think the Bills are a tough team because they have him, and that offense. But still, don't get on them. It's not their fault. The Jets and the freaking Patriots are just terrible, and the Dolphins are the Dolphins. Okay, that is not their fault. They were like that when Tom Brady was there.
It's so wild how inept that division still is. It literally just moved from one team, from New England to Buffalo, just dominating.
Yeah,
it's just insane to me.
It is, and it's like look at both their schedules too. It's not their fault too that they got the NFC West, right? I mean NFC South. They're not that good either. The Ravens got the North, which is tough. So it's you just got a rough deal as far as you had both of them at the same year. It's hard because you also been good, so you get the rivalry games with the Chiefs and the Bills and stuff. So I mean, it is what it is. And you can't be mad about that. Too bad.
The Ravens definitely didn't get any favors with that schedule.
But I will say, guys, like Tom said, your road's going to be tough now. Okay, regardless, you're not winning. I don't think you're winning the next 15 games. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be wild card or at least a 3 seed, 4 seed. So we'll see. I think the division.
You never know. I will say this: age is going to play a factor when it starts getting cold in Pittsburgh.
True.
Don't.
Oh, no. I think the division, they're still fine.
The division, I think the AFC North, to win it, you need 11 wins. Yeah. You really do. Just because, since he's done.
I think they can get 11.
People clearly ain't going to win.
I think they can get 11.
I think it's a race with Pittsburgh to just, hey, does Pittsburgh get old real quick? I think the Patriot game I watched, I'm like, they weren't that
Drake
good.
May don't throw that pick, they might win. That was a terrible pick. But yeah. But my thoughts on the team. My bad. I'm going off topic. First off, did you guys see? Did anyone see the stat where Lamar's 9 touchdowns, no picks? He's the only guy on that list through 3 games. That is 1-2. Everyone else is 3-0. That's so sad. And I know it's a new era and stats are inflated, but good God, that poor man. And he was running for his life in that game. He was so close to making a couple of great plays, but you could tell he was just getting tired of running for his life. But like Tom said, I'm not even talking about the offense. The Henry fumbles, yes, he needs to clean that up, but also, like, he's getting hit like right when the ball gets there. In the last play, let's give a little credit to Aiden Hutchinson. He played hard. Like Tom said, the Lions played really good in this game too. I don't want to take anything away from them, especially defensively. They made adjustments and started stopping the offense. They did good. And the Ravens, you could see the offense started to get desperate, where they were like kind of like, hey, we can't get stopped because you guys can't stop anyone. And they couldn't. They had them backed up on a great punt. And Jordan Stout, I don't ever give him any like credit because he hasn't been that great. But he had a good game. He had like 2 down inside the 10. The one was at like the 1 yard line. That's the one where Montgomery had like an 80-yard run. I'm like, guys, you got to show a little heart. And that's the one you need to stop on. You don't even do that. I'm like, because the second half of this game, they were the better team. It's nothing to really talk about. They kicked their butt. Lamar's great. I mean, but I feel like a broken record as a Ravens fan if I'm saying the same thing again. I miss the old teams. I'm not asking for them to be like Ed Reed and Ray Lewis's defense. I get it. And Suggs, I get it. And Nada and all those names. But you know what? They got turnovers. Even the year we went to the last Super Bowl the Ravens won, their team wasn't playing that great. Ray Lewis was hurt. The reason we still won those games, look at the Mile High Miracle. Denver did do pretty good against us in that game. But you know what lost them that game? Our defense still got turnovers. Corey Graham, twice. That was it. They got the turnover when they needed it. They were always gritty, and even when you were beating them up, it was like you were still like you were always like, we can make a play because we always did. So Ed Reed would get a pick or like Corey Graham. Corey Graham's not a great player, but he was a really solid player, and he would just we got guys that would make plays. They were dogs, man. We didn't get, like Tom said, these dudes just don't look. The heart ain't there, bro. Where's the heart? You gotta show me something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too. In the NFL, notice week 3 is tough for teams because they are tired now.
Yep.
There's this fatigue factor, and there's a lot of teams too. Like, it's because again they don't practice, and then preseason they don't do anything. So now this is the 3rd real.
And Tom said Lions are really they're fine. They're fine. And what I love is Dan Campbell still is same old identity. They're tough. They go for it in big spots. Love the play call. I love that he's him. Even though I'd still think he messed up against the 49ers, at least he's still him. He ain't afraid. You gotta love that. The guy's a good coach. That's a good team. The Ravens.
Yeah, no, I mean they should be. They're a veteran team that's won a lot of games, and I think last year they just ran into that was just one of those. They ran into what the Packers run into sometimes. You peaked. They played a lot of bad teams too, right? Like, we played the AFC South last year. I think Green Bay won 2 games with backup quarterbacks playing the majority of the game. That's no offense. That division's trash. That's tough. I think the injuries caught up to them last year, right? Mm-hmm. They're still missing pieces. Like that ain't the same line. Like, there's a lot of Lions fans who are like, "What a game plan against Lamar," and I'm like, dude, you still gave up 30 and Lamar that was like not able to do what he normally does. Like, I think their defense is still a problem.
No,
I think it's because they're missing guys up front.
Yeah, Lions, you got to calm down on that because the Ravens were missing too. Like, 84's done good for them, but he's not Ricard. Ricard's big in the running game because he is a load. He does a great job of blocking. And
yeah, no, they miss him a ton.
More importantly, if you put Likely,
but also in play action, dude,
if you put Likely,
an extra guard that can move like a fullback.
Dude, not that if you put Likely back on that field with Andrews, then you got a problem because Likely's really good at receiver or catching the ball. That's a mess. It's going to be tough once he gets back. He got another option there, and that's
my boy Webster's not going to get any catches anymore. But nice game.
But 81, he's Walker. That's a guy they need to really get him more involved. Every time he's on the field, he makes a play, and it's like I don't understand what the coaching sometimes. It's like, oh, this guy's amazing. Let's not play. Let's play him 7 snaps. I'm like, guys, come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. Nah.
Well, all in all, I want to make it clear. I want to say this right now because wait till, like Tom says, early. Let's wait till about week 10, week 12. I'm telling you, Ravens are going to be fine. Relax. They're going to be right in the division hunt. Probably going to be in the lead. Who knows? I don't know. They're going to be fine. Everyone relax. And if they're not, hey, too bad, but you got to wait. It's not there yet. They had a rough start to the season. 2-2 would be nice. If they can somehow pull this game off, I think you're fine. Because then it's like, hey, you made it out of it 500. Now you can just pull off the wins against the other teams.
1,000% touch. Like 3-1, 2-2 is a great spot to be in the first part of the year.
Yep. No, and I'm like, hey, we'll see what we got later on. Because me and Tom always talk about it. I'm not judging. Me and him tell you all the time. First 4 games, I don't care. It's like preseason. They're all revving up. Your team is not going to be the same. Last year, the Ravens were terrible defensively, just like right now. There's a bad defensive team. And then what happened? Towards the end of the year, they got it together. Hopefully they can do that. Now, here's the part, like Tom said, that's really scary. Matabuke's probably not coming back because this neck thing seems really bad. It might be career-ending. I don't know. It seems really bad because they're not saying anything. Basically, they're like, Jesus, this looks terrible. When they do that, normally it's something really bad. I'm like, it might be career-ending. It really might be because it reminds me like a Sterling Sharp type. I'm not trying to be a medical professional, but I'm just saying it's really weird when they don't say anything. It's never good. At least this year he ain't coming back.
Yeah.
It might be like what happened with the guy for the Browns. It might be something like that. The linebacker, the really quick one, he was really good. He hit Derrick Henry, and he's just been out for like 2 years now. It could be something like that. I remember him.
Yeah. I forget.
He's really good. I forget his name, though. It's he has a really long name. That's why. They always tell him his initials. He was really good. But
he was like number 6 or number 0. I know what
number
you're talking
6.
About. Yeah, he hit everybody hard.
Yeah, and then he was really good at spying Lamar because he's super quick. They would be really good with him, but he's been out for 2 years now. It was a neck injury, so I'm like, is it that? So you're not getting him back. Your end's always been leave 45 alone too. I'm tired of Green getting crap. He's a rookie. He's not gonna. What do you think? He's gonna get 50 sacks in his first season? Leave him alone. He'll learn. Always the one. This is your contract here, bro. What is going on? You're getting less pressure than him. That's not good. That's terrible. And I know
he never was that good.
And I know it's early, and I don't want to make fun of him already, because Matty Elam was Matty Elam. That's a different level. But Malachi Sparks I'm like, it's early, but I'm like, dude, I don't see like. I need to see the flashes a little more, man. He looks kind of meh. I'm like, we'll see. I'll give him time, but I'm just being fair. Definitely, he looks all right. I'm like, but he don't look. He just looks like a safety. I'm like, hopefully he plays better. I don't know. He's young. I'm giving him time, but I'm just saying. I have a Matty Elam fear from having Matty Elam before, and everyone did the same thing with him. SEC guy. Oh, he's going to be really good. Then it was like. But he's just not doing anything.
I don't think he's okay.
Even though I think he is a very good tackler.
It's tough when you can't get pressure, Josh.
It is. The secondary, you can't make fun of them.
This is why, again, going back, not to keep harping on the Parsons trade, but for real.
Yeah.
All right. This is why that trade makes no sense on any level.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Right? You gave a team a premier pass rusher. Like, those things are...
24-year-old, right? He's 24. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah.
Just like, here you go.
Dude.
For next to nothing.
Dude.
Next to nothing. I don't care if Green Bay loses to Dallas this week. Seriously, Jerry, thank you. You literally handed Green Bay gold on a silver platter.
No, dude, it's weird too because
it has totally changed. Like you said, Green Bay's defense is elite.
Oh, dude, your corners they're NFL corners. Okay, most teams have solid players. It's just you can't
But
expect.
our guys ain't household names. How many people know who
Well,
Keyshawn Nixon
I'm
is?
saying like
How many people?
NFL starting corner is pretty good. It's like Tom's saying, it's all about the pass rush. No one's covering somebody for 5 seconds, so I don't even think Humphrey and Woozier's had a real good first 4 games. He's really played. 3 games. He's played really well. He just. If they have an hour to throw, what are you going to do? Look at Jared Goff. He was just sitting back there. Because here's the thing. If you get pressure, right, that throw, look at the game with the Lions against the Packers. You can't step into those throws. So the one that Amon-Ra St. Brown, that touchdown on Humphrey, it's a lot harder to make that throw if a guy's about to hit you. And then you underthrow it a little bit and it's either picked or tipped. Okay?
Look what Green Bay did. They were able to pressure with 4, and they got Goff off the spot just a hair. He's terrible.
Yep.
And any quarterback is, but he's, in particular, when he doesn't have a clean pocket, he has a tough time.
Yeah, and to be fair to him, he has a good arm. So if you let him sit there, he's gonna kill you because he's accurate passer. You let him just sit back there, he's gonna kill you. You got no shot, none. And they have good receivers.
Yep.
They're really good. And tight ends.
Dude, oh yeah, man. Dude, it's a.
Moral of the story.
Ravens will be fine. The world's not collapsing, even if the Ravens lose this week. I hope they finally win, because that actually could be a very...
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. It's not a knockout blow for Kansas City.
Well, I think psychologically for the Ravens, it could be... I know Kansas City might not make the playoffs if it gets to that point. I still think they will, but maybe it's a wild card.
Oh, yeah, but they'll find a way.
But I think that win would be huge for the Ravens, because then you get that psychological, hey, we can beat them. Look, we went in their house and beat them. That would help you guys. It really would.
Yeah.
But I also think the Ravens fans, you got to be...
Wins never hurt in the NFL.
Ravens fans, you got to be fair. It ain't the old teams. You're an offensive team now. It's annoying, but it is what it is. You got to... Lamar or bust, baby. We need and Derek will be fine. I think he's going to be fine. He's worked hard. He's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. I believe in Derek. I think he had a good first game. He's just had a couple. He's a running back. Sometimes they have bad games. They rely on a lot of people to have good games. Okay, you can't be like, oh, the running back's terrible. It's not his fault. He can't break 15 tackles. Okay, he's not. He's a human. Okay.
No, there was a crazy stat that showed how quickly Derrick Henry has gotten to the same point in yardage as Emmitt Smith in carries. Some of it's just the way the NFL is now.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry's a Hall of Famer. Everybody needs to chill out.
Yes. Y'all got spoiled by him not fumbling, so everybody's like, oh, he didn't fumble. I'm like, guys.
Well, in the last year, everyone was getting on Jacobs. I'm like, dude, there's 5 guys at the line of scrimmage. They hold them up, and they just keep punching the ball. And sometimes when you're going down, look, Henry's big. He ain't going to go down.
No.
So eventually, it happens. He had that problem sometimes in Tennessee, too. He'll be fine. Dude, that defense needs to have a spine.
Yep.
Again, they need a leader. It's kind of wild. I just don't know if, Roquan's a leader.
I agree.
I think about... Remember, when they were good 2 years ago, right, you had Jadeveon Clowney, who had a phenomenal year.
Yep.
They said, they don't have Van Noy right now.
Yep.
Van Noy's a good pass rusher. I think they're down to dudes, too, which is tough. And it'll get better. It's just, right now, guys got to step up.
Right
That's the NFL, man.
Right now, you just got to take it on the chin.
The next guy up has to be able to make an impact.
No,
I always get tired of, fans also don't give guys chances. This league's hard.
Yeah, those guys got to give the young guys a chance. We're going to see. I think the secondary, none of them deserve any blame. They're trying. They're just, you got no time. You got to stay back there 5 seconds and cover people. That's not going to work, man. So.
I will say Jair deserves all the blame.
Hey, he ain't been playing, so obviously, too, the first game he shouldn't have been out there. I don't know why he just didn't tell him. I'm a little hurt still. That's crazy, but whatever.
I told. What did I warn you about, Josh?
Yep.
I warned all the Ravens, hey, he's phenomenal when he plays, which isn't very often.
No, he's the best deal they got though. Five mil ain't nothing, but I mean he's playing like 5 mil, so I mean not playing.
Dude, I don't understand why he still didn't want to play for Green Bay.
Yeah, that was
I don't
crazy.
get
He
it.
could have made 15. That's crazy.
Green Bay was still going to pay him up to 15.
That's crazy.
He's
That's
like, nah, I'm good. You guys gave up on me. I don't think so.
buddy.
But you keep telling yourself that.
Buddy, if they're gonna give you 10 mil more than the other team you're playing for, that's kind of crazy.
Josh, I guess at Louisville they don't teach math.
I guess not. That's crazy. Especially when you're old like that. I would be like, look, I'm old. I'm gonna just,
Yeah, he probably wanted all this guaranteed bullshit, and then they think they can test the market.
Because I
and then
understand,
it's
like he probably
oh,
has incentives, and that's what he probably was like. I'm gonna get these incentives. Well, buddy, you got a long way to go. You missed 2 games already. Haven't played well in the one you played in. I'm like, I don't know, buddy.
Well, what he realized is it doesn't matter what you do.
No, with the tape that D-line put out, buddy, I don't know why you would be like, yeah, I want to get back and have to cover someone for 8 seconds and give up like a 40-yard game. So,
Nah, he still sucks.
Anyway, let's go on to another game because we went over that. I think that'll be a fun game to watch, though, Kansas City and Baltimore, just because, get to watch 2 really good quarterbacks run around and make plays. That'll be fun. But here we go, around the league. Tom, anything stand out to you? You got all the games up.
I think the witching hour was kind of fun when everybody was blocking field goals and craziness.
That was crazy.
Billy, the Rams are good. That's what I figured they would be. They got a defense. They got, they just, again, special teams, we can't block field goal. That's insane to me. Yeah, man, I think that was it. I think another interesting team that's not doing well, the Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I know they've had a tough schedule, but dude, you're 1-2.
Yeah, that's.
You lost that game to the Colts. The Colts are 3-0, but you're kind of like, okay. Yeah, Sunday night game. I'm telling you, Kansas City, there's something rotten behind a can somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to do with. Honestly, I wonder if Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes have a bad relationship. I just think you have these 2 stars that are just don't. I don't know. Something's off with Mahomes and Kelsey, big time. They don't seem like they like each other anymore. I'm just being really honest. But that's just me. But it just seems weird because, Kelsey seems to be going off on the sidelines all the time now. He was actually open, and Mahomes just doesn't throw it.
My mind is the Panthers. How about the Panthers and the Falcons? That was crazy. It blew them out. Jesus.
Dude, Falcons are, Falcons give Penix no chance to be successful.
They don't.
They literally they break the huddle with 4 seconds, and it's just guys, for real. This is a rookie quarter. They can't even get the operation right. And then they fire coaches after week 3. I'm just guys.
They're a mess. Yeah,
yeah, it's not good.
They're literally.
Other than that, I feel like it's just normal, kind of normal stuff. I think.
Oh yeah, I want to give the Colts their love
the Pittsburgh too. The Pittsburgh game is always interesting with the, I think Pittsburgh played and New England played tough, but also at the same time, I don't know if Pittsburgh's really that good. But they find ways to win, but they also have a very veteran team. So.
Yeah, I think Baker. Let's talk about Baker and the Bucks. I don't know if you can live off of keep him having to keep bringing you back at the end, but he has done great at it, and he is a really good player. I give him that. He really is.
What a redemption arc. Him and Darnold. Darnold last night
Darnold,
too.
yeah.
Just
that's the other, yeah. He's been really good.
Yeah, man. Those are fun. It shows you in this league, I don't think you can write people off.
Keep grinding, man.
Right away. Sometimes it is, the situation you play in.
100%. 100%. I agree. It's sometimes it is like that's why it's nice to go to a good team instead of like going to the bad ones because they're gonna make you look bad a lot. They really.
Did you see the last thing? Did you see the news? Like, Shedeur is like, I don't want to go to the Ravens or whatever, and then
Oh.
never mind.
Oh yeah, that's a mess. And like Dion, look, I love Dion, you know that. But Dion doesn't understand. You were a corner, dude. And look, it doesn't matter how this turns out. Shedeur could be great, okay? It doesn't change the fact that what you said's wrong, okay? You do learn a lot being on the bench as an NFL quarterback. You do sometimes. Pat Mahomes sat. A lot of great quarterbacks sat. Steve Young. All these guys, they sat. There's a ton of them. You're wrong. You're not a corner. A corner, yeah. If your corner's sitting, he's just not good because it's a different position. This is a position where you have to be a leader. You have to learn. That's crazy. That's utterly crazy. If too good, he would have been fine. Because you know what? And he's wrong. He talking about 10 years, buddy. If your son's on there and he's doing a good job, and they see that, someone's going to trade for him. They're not going to leave him. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, we don't want this backup that's been behind the backup and been learning. Remember Tyrod Taylor? He got a shot and did really well. They don't keep them. If they do a good job, they're gone. Okay, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, look at some of the bad quarterback play. So in the NFL, if you're telling me if he's that good.
I will say this to Dion. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but because I told you, I think Shedeur has talent. I think he's going to be a decent player. Maybe good. My thing is, Dion, what does happen is some of these guys play on bad teams and it ruins them. That could happen to your son because he's on a bad team. That offense has nothing. That line's not good. Nothing's good. Okay? Joe's old. No one. He already has his like legacy. No one's. This is all just like what do they call it? He's walking down the road to retirement. He's chilling. He's living out the end of his days. He's like, I'm chilling. He is what he is. Your son plays bad, puts out bad tape, makes a comment in the press conference they don't like, kind of become who you are, and no one's going to really want to play with you. Because I know we all love Jameis Winston. He's hilarious and everything, but he is the funny backup man. That's all I'm saying. That's what he is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying you can get pigeonholed like that.
Though, too, think of what happened to Jameis. People got tired of the turnovers, but also, like, he's goofy. I don't really think he's the guy you want leading your franchise.
No.
Just being very, very, nothing against him. He's just a goofy, weird dude.
And I'm not taking a shot at Jameis. I like him, but I'm just like, that's what you can become if you go to a bad team, man. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you gotta be careful. You go to a good team and you just do your thing and you play hard. People respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about it, Tom? You brought it up. I didn't even.
It's amazing how the guy can stay in the headlines and he's a third string quarterback. That's all.
It is really weird. I'm like, he's on scout team. That's kind of crazy.
Dad just needs to shut up. Being honest with you, like, dude, go coach a terrible Colorado Buffalo team. Now, I get it. I'm not saying Shedeur isn't good. I think he's okay. I don't know, but honestly, I've always said it. I think it's between the ears with that guy. He's an entitled kid right now. I don't think he understands life, and I think that's what the NFL's humbling him on. Is like, hey.
Well, I also think Dion messes up too. He is not as talented, no matter how talented you think Shedeur is, he's not Dion. He's not. You're not your dad. Your dad was like a all-world talent at what he did. The motherfucker ran a 4.2 at the combine in somebody else's shoes, which is fucking crazy. Like, you're not doing that. You're not.
No.
You're not. And I'm like, Dion, I get that your kid and you gotta hype him up, but he's not you. He's not. And I'm sorry, your kid's not you. He's not. He really isn't.
He's the whole. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I don't know why he. Yeah, dude, he's not you. It's not gonna work. The Eagles did a great job winning, like Tom said. Give the Colts credit; they're 3-0, easy schedule, but they're still kicking butt. Gotta give them that. They're beating on teams like you should. The Titans are in mess too. That poor quarterback. The young quarterback's good, but he ain't got much around him. They're a mess. They never catch the ball.
Yeah, you have to start And they start they start giving play calling duties to
And
others.
I'd be remiss if we didn't bring up the teams from yesterday's game. Like Tom said, Sam Darnold has done a really good job with them. The Thursday nighter, they won. But the Cardinals are a mess. I think Kyler Murray, I'm like, what do we have? I mean, it's just like the same thing every year. And then Marvin Harrison, like Tom was talking about, his hands are so hit or miss. I'm like, I don't know. The Seahawks won 23-20. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did like their jerseys, the Cardinals jerseys, though. I will say that.
Yeah, those are good.
I think that covers everything, guys.
I think so too.
Likes are appreciated. Subscribe for more of our content. And as always,
Roll Tide.
anchor down.